This week in NASCAR has been one of those weeks where you wake up, check the news, and you are like, wait, what just happened? Because right now the sport is absolutely in crisis mode, with a legendary star driver officially banned from the upcoming Phoenix race, leaving real fans completely in shock. It is a massive shakeup that nobody saw coming. But before we break into all the chaotic details of this completely unprecedented penalty and what it means for the Cup Series championship, I need to ask a huge favor from every single real NASCAR fan watching. We are currently on a massive community mission to hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel by the end of the month, and we cannot do it without you. If you love fast-paced, energetic infotainment and want to stay updated on all the wild twists and turns of the season, go ahead and drop a like on the video and consider subscribing right now. Your support means the world to us, and hitting that milestone together would be a dream come true. Now let us dive straight into the first huge story of this incredibly insane week of racing. Before we get to the frustrating Phoenix ban, we have to talk about a massive crossover that is blowing up the internet. In a move that has the entire community buzzing, a major YouTube personality with over 4.65 million subscribers is officially stepping into a stock car for a legendary debut. This is not just a PR stunt. This is a genuine attempt to shake up the Arsa Menard series. The hype surrounding this announcement is completely off the charts, bringing in a massive wave of new eyes who have never watched a single green flag. For years, fans have been begging for this kind of wild crossover, and seeing it finally happen is a dream come true. This creator has spent countless hours doing intense simulator testing to prepare for the insane pressure of driving a heavy, high-horsepower machine. Interestingly, this debut is also honoring a deeply emotional legacy. In a move that brought many real fans to tears, the car will feature a throwback paint scheme tragically tied to the late great Greg Biffle. It is a beautiful, nostalgic tribute that perfectly blends the chaotic energy of modern internet culture with deep respect. Seeing that iconic number on the track again is going to be incredibly emotional for everyone in the garage area. The driver has stated repeatedly how honored they are to carry that legendary legacy forward. But this crossover is not just about nostalgia. It is about proving that outsiders can break into the highly technical world of stock car racing if they put in the work. The team president noted that the simulator testing numbers were incredibly impressive, showing real raw talent. It will be absolutely fascinating to see how they handle the intense pressure of actual traffic conditions. Will this massive crossover open the floodgates for other influencers to attempt to transition into the Arca Menard series or even the Cup series? Only time will tell, but right now, the excitement is palpable. Now, let us move to the second story of the week, which unfortunately takes a very serious and concerning turn. While we were all riding high on the excitement of that crossover, Hendrick Motorsports dropped some incredibly heavy news regarding Alex Bowman. Tragically, what started as a routine week of preparation has suddenly spiraled into a deeply frustrating and scary medical situation for his career. Following a grueling physical assessment, Alex Bowman was unexpectedly diagnosed with severe vertigo, immediately sidelining him from all racing activities. This is absolutely massive news that completely turns the championship battle sideways. Empathy and concern are pouring in from all corners of the NASCAR community, as dealing with the sudden neurological health issue is incredibly frightening. Bowman had been experiencing severe dizziness during recent simulator testing, which prompted the immediate medical evaluation. You cannot safely pilot a race car at 200 miles per hour under green flag conditions when your equilibrium is completely compromised. It is just too dangerous now. Hendrick Motorsports acted quickly, prioritizing his long-term health over immediate track success, which is absolutely the right call. However, this sudden sidelining means the team now has to scramble to secure a medical waiver from NASCAR to keep his playoff hopes alive. The pressure on the organization right now is completely insane. Securing a medical waiver is usually a straightforward process when the documentation is clear, but the timing of this vertigo diagnosis could not possibly be worse. The entire garage is sending their best wishes, hoping this frustrating setback is only a temporary hurdle for the legendary racer. The impact of Bowman missing crucial seat time cannot be overstated. Every single point matters right now, and having to step away is a massive blow to his momentum. We have seen drivers bounce back from medical waivers before, but vertigo is a tricky, unpredictable beast. The team is currently evaluating several backup drivers to step in, but replacing a star of his caliber on such ridiculously short notice is a monumental task. Real fans know how much heart Bowman puts into his craft, making this incredibly sad news to digest during an already wild and totally chaotic championship week. But now, we have to transition to the absolute climax of this unbelievable week, the story that has the entire NASCAR world in absolute crisis. The dramatic bombshell that just dropped regarding the upcoming Phoenix race is causing shockwaves. In a completely unprecedented move, a massive penalty has just been handed down, officially banning a star driver and key crew members from the critical Phoenix event. The drama centers around Ross Chastain and Trackhouse Racing, and the details of this suspension are absolutely wild. NASCAR authorities have thrown the absolute maximum penalty at them, leaving fans totally in shock today. The controversy all stems from a catastrophic sequence of events involving a loose right rear wheel during a high-stakes pit stop. Under incredibly tense green flag conditions, the tire changer failed to properly secure the right rear wheel. As Chastain exited the pit box, the wheel completely detached, rolling dangerously across the hot pit lane. The rulebook is incredibly strict regarding this specific safety violation, and NASCAR did not hesitate to drop the hammer. But the severity of the penalty is what has everyone completely stunned, as it goes far beyond just suspending the immediate pit crew members involved. Because of the blatant disregard for pit lane safety protocols, NASCAR authorities escalated the punishment to an unprecedented level, issuing a massive ban that directly impacts the driver eligibility for the Phoenix race. Trackhouse Racing is absolutely furious. The team president released a blistering statement quoting the NASCAR rulebook, arguing that sidelining the driver for a mechanical failure caused by a single crew member is a massive overreach of authority. The suspension has essentially turned the championship standings completely sideways, ripping away crucial points and completely altering the trajectory of the season in one single, chaotic, and totally devastating swoop. Fans are completely divided over this insane ruling. On one hand, a loose right rear wheel bouncing through an active pit lane under green flag conditions is a massive safety hazard that could tragically injure someone. On the other hand, banning a star driver from a pivotal race like Phoenix over a crew mistake feels incredibly harsh and deeply frustrating. The tension between Trackhouse Racing and NASCAR officials is currently at an all-time high. Appeals are already being drafted, but the incredibly tight turnaround time before the Phoenix race makes a successful overturn seem like an absolute long shot. This massive penalty completely shakes up the dynamic of the upcoming race. Without Chastain on the track, the strategic landscape at Phoenix is completely altered. Rival teams are already adjusting their simulator testing data to account for his absence. The sheer drama of this situation highlights the unbelievable pressure cooker that is the Cup Series. One single mistake, one fraction of a second during a pit stop, has resulted in a legendary penalty that will be talked about for years. It perfectly encapsulates the unpredictable, high-stakes nature of modern NASCAR, where absolutely nothing is ever guaranteed on track anymore. The fallout from this chaotic decision will undoubtedly ripple through the rest of the season. Will Trackhouse Racing be able to recover from this massive points deficit? Can they rally a backup driver to perform a miracle at Phoenix? The suspense is absolutely killing real NASCAR fans. This sport has a way of delivering the most insane storylines exactly when you least expect them. From the triumph of a massive internet crossover to the deeply concerning medical setback of a veteran, and now this completely unprecedented penalty banning a star from Phoenix, this week has been a total roller coaster ride. It truly feels like we are watching history unfold in real time, with every single news drop adding another layer of intense drama to an already wild season. The sheer unpredictability is exactly why we love this sport so deeply, even when the rulings are incredibly frustrating. As we look ahead to the green flag at Phoenix, the atmosphere is going to be incredibly thick with tension. The garage area is buzzing with rumors, theories, and fierce debates over whether NASCAR went too far with this massive ban. It is a defining moment that challenges the very rulebook itself forever. What an absolutely insane week for the entire sport. Do you think the Phoenix ban is justified, or did NASCAR completely overreact? Drop your opinion in the comments below because I really want to read your thoughts. Do not forget to go ahead and drop a like and please consider subscribing today.